What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Monday Mayhem. That's what we were just doing. I don't know why we were doing that, but I'll go with that.
We were thinking of a jingle.
Yeah. What are we doing? The jingle. Do the jingle.
All right, guys. Something that never happens on Monday Mayhem. Rodney has a story for us.
I have a topic of discussion.
Okay, topic. Okay. Rodney has a topic. I know it's very rare. Here we go.
Yeah.
Is this about your hemorrhoids?
No, the hemorrhoids are groovy.
Okay, they're groovy, like in grooves.
Like
I saw.
They got braille.
Before Rodney
like
tells
if you
us,
rub your hand across, like the grooves. Of
before
the hems.
Rodney tells this
Not
story,
the grooves of the hem.
someone commented on YouTube, Rodney, and was like, all of Rodney's stories start out super stupid or retarded, but then they become the funniest parts of the show. So someone left that comment. I don't know who.
They're
it was.
not lying.
Good deal.
Yeah,
See,
Good
we
deal.
read the comments, people.
It's better than the one guy that basically just went in on Rodney.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like, hey, y'all were fine, but that piece of shit, like he was like, dude, like he started off chill. He was like that one guy on the end with the toboggan or whatever. Like, yeah, there's just y'all need to think about. Like, he just came on a little strong, and he's like, other two guys, blah blah blah. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, that fucking guy on the end, y'all need to fucking get rid of him.
He just judged Rodney
holding
on
y'all
his
back.
looks
I was like-
and just hated it.
That's
Like, he
fine.
didn't get to
Rodney
know
wouldn't
Rodney
eat any
as
of
a
the
person.
fucking Mexican
he
candy.
thought that
I know. I didn't want to.
He thought that he was dissing all of Mexico, but really, this guy won't even eat a fucking sweet tart if you don't know how it tastes. So.
Okay. All right. What is your
So
Topic, Rodney.
this shit was funny to me.
That looks
In
like
Turkey,
news.
the country or
Okay.
whatever it's
I thought
called
you were
of
talking
Turkey.
about the deli meat, but all right. Thanks
Bayhan Mutlu is a 50-year-old man.
Bayhan Mutslu. That's a
Joined.
badass name.
He joined a search party that was looking for him. He got drunk. He got
saw something
reported
on this.
missing, and then searched with the people looking for him for hours
Is that
before
he
he
didn't
realized.
even know.
Looks like a samurai.
He didn't
Okay.
know-
First of all, what was he looking for?
He
He
it
just
said
thought they were looking for
a
something.
missing man in Turkey accidentally joined his own search party and looked for himself for hours before he realized he was the target of the rescue mission. He was drunk.
How stupid
He was
do you have
stupid
to
drunk. That's what
You
they're
know,
saying.
like
Oh.
when
He
that
was like,
came
"I'll help."
over-
Found him.
Here's okay. So it says he was out drinking with friends when he wandered off into a nearby forest and didn't return. Worried about him, his friends then alerted authorities, who set up a search and rescue mission to find him, and he ended up joining that.
It's such a good
That
story.
seems like something Rodney would do.
Yeah. So what? Did he just talk to like some dudes like in the background, like, "Hey man, so what's going on here? They're looking for some guy," and he's just like, "Hell
help.
yeah, I'll do that."
I don't know how that could happen. I would feel
Dude,
so
that just
stupid.
shows how bad the people are that look for people actually look.
Dude.
Because the dude probably was like, "What are we looking for?" Like, you.
don't know.
Why we're looking for you? Why didn't no one in the search party? That's a horrible search party.
Or if they don't know what you look like, but they're like, "We're looking for this guy," and it's like, "That's me." Be like, "I found him."
Yeah.
Is there a reward?
Like what they do?
Yeah,
Did they
give me a
like?
reward
Did they show him like the sketch drawing? And he's
Yeah, I
just
don't
like,
know.
I
They
don't
probably
know if
showed
they
him like
go-
pictures from the dude's phone. Like,
I
this
don't
is
know.
our friend's Instagram.
Dude, I would pay good money just to have a way to see his face, like the way it washed over his face when he realized,
When he
like,
realized.
it's me.
Yeah,
because he'd
dude.
have been like, "Oh shit,
Hold up,
guys, guys, call it off."
I hope you're not
They
mad.
got the dogs and helicopters out.
But I think that's me. Like, what the fuck you mean, bro? Like, I think that's me.
Okay, so this is what happened supposedly. The search party was calling out Mutlu's name for hours when suddenly
Is that a common name?
I guess it's in Turkey. So, but it says for hours when suddenly a man from within the group spoke up and reportedly said, "Who are we looking for? I am here."
Like, y'all can stop now. I'm right here.
Dude, Mutlu's such a
It is
crazy
unclear
name.
how Mutlu found himself in his own search party, or how his friends didn't realize he was right under their nose the whole time.
That's a weird name, dude. Because if I heard somebody like a search party like Mutlu, like screaming that out, I'd legitimately be scared. I'd be like, "What the fuck does Mutlu mean? Are they
This
doing
is-
like a voodoo ritual next door?"
This has happened another time too. Asian tourist who went missing in Iceland was also found in her own search party.
That's why America is just
Dude,
superior.
people are so
She
stupid.
failed. It says she reportedly failed to recognize her own description.
People are so stupid, dude.
I might do that
I
too.
might-
If somebody's
that would be
explaining
hard.
me,
Yeah, that would
because
be
I'm
hard.
sitting here, I'm like, well, obviously the one person I can cross off the list is me, so I don't
Yeah.
have to think about me at all. Huh? Who is that person? Like, ugh.
Yeah, because like if you describe me, sometimes I'm like, what color are my eyes? You know what I mean?
No,
I think mine are purple.
mine are definitely always blue.
Oh, dude, this.
Well, yeah.
Yep. All right, I was at my house. It's just me and the 3 dogs, and I let the dogs outside, and I let them back
Who
in.
let those dogs out? Tyler did.
I let them back in, and I was still standing at the back door while they were all, filed in, and then I heard a meow, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?" And I shut the door, and I was like, "That sounded like a cat."
Cat.
And so I go sit down in the recliner, and I hear it again, and I'm like, "Is that one of my dog's like stomachs? Is like one of my dog's
Did he eat a
stomachs?"
cat?
No, like my dog. They
Cat
would
in the
eat a
stomach,
cat if it got in the yard. But I was trying to convince myself that one of my dogs had like an upset stomach, and it sounded just like a cat. And then I was in the bathroom and I heard it again, and then I looked out the bathroom and I saw something go in my hallway, and I was like, I don't have a cat, and I had to like try and get this cat out.
Oh,
It was
I
this.
hate that.
Dude, I would have shut the bathroom door and just sat in there for the rest of the night.
It's way better that
No,
it's in your house.
it
Because I thought
was-
you were going to end this story like, and anyways, I went outside.
Yeah, and there it
turns out it was a cat.
No, because
Anyways, what do y'all got?
it
I was
was
like, what?
it was hiding in like down in the hall, like in the dark back there in the corner. So my dogs didn't even know it, and they didn't know where it was coming from. I was like, "What kind of dogs are you guys?
They're like,
Can't
is that Tyler's
protect me
stomach?
from a cat?"
They're asking themselves the same question you're asking about them. The other one's, Rain's like,
And I
yeah,
got
I'm pretty
it
sure
out.
that's Tyler's stomach.
I
Like,
got
no, it might
out
be.
safely.
Yeah, like, is
But
that-
when you're not expecting a cat to run by your feet,
no.
it can be terrifying.
I don't like anything. Like we were talking about the bird getting trapped in the place. I'm not afraid of birds, but as soon as like an animal's in my place that isn't supposed to be, I'm tripping. Like I see mice at work run across
Oh,
the
yeah.
floor. Like I went up in the break room and I had my chicken. As soon as I walked in, this mouse went
Yeah.
like just zooted over that way, and I was like, guess I'm eating chicken with this mouse.
Yeah,
But
I
if
saw a
at
frog
my
today.
house
It
when that
ruined my
happens,
day.
I'm afraid of mice. But no, that I don't know. I don't think I did tell this. That fucking mouse made me realize I was afraid of mice though, because I sat down, dude. I don't know if this is like them Portland mice out downtown and they just don't give a shit. Them
Oh,
ghetto
yeah.
ass mice.
They've been through it.
But I thought he ran through there and was done, dude. Out of nowhere, like I hear like this little like squeak noise and shit, and I'm eating my chicken, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And I look down, and this mouse is like Stuart Little, just chilling there. I almost as if to say like, you gonna finish all that, bro?
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there like, it was like, ooh, like I almost stomped on it because I stomped real hard, like planted to get away. That was literally just a couple days ago. Last week. I was like, yeah, I guess I'm afraid of mice because normally I'm like, they won't bother you, but as soon as one bothered me, I was like, I'm not feeling this no more. And I started thinking about if it like ran up my pants leg. What would you do if a mouse ran up your pants leg?
Dude,
I'm
I would
coming out my
Freak the
pants.
fuck out.
I would jump
Amputating.
so high. I wish people could videotape it because I could prove to them that I could dunk a basketball.
Yeah.
If they saw that picture of me.
You just feel this thing and you just see it like under your pants leg. It's bulged out a little
Dude.
bit. Just take off up your leg into your like crotch section.
Yeah.
I'm coming out my pants, bro.
Dude, we used to have them mouse traps that were the sticky ones where they, if a mouse ran on it, it just gets stuck. And we had one under my mom's bed. And one day,
Is that where the mice
mouse
hang
got stuck on it, but half its body was off of it. So it like squirmed out from under the bed.
Yeah.
And my mom stepped down onto the trap and it stuck to her foot
With the
as a
mouse on
live
it?
mouse was on there
Oh.
squirming and squealing.
I'd be throwing roundhouses, dude.
Dude,
No
she's still
shit.
scared. Like, you can be like, the neighbors have a mouse, and she'd be like, what? She just hates mice.
We had one in here, dude. I swear, I'm evil with the shit. Almost feel bad the way I treat them. Because, like, the last one, it got stuck and like it's just like, and I'm like, I hate to do this to you, bro, but I'm sandwiching you. I'm not picking you up like this, and your tail's like dragging across my hand. Like I'm sandwiching that mouse, and I put it out in the front yard because I was like, I'm not dealing with it. And the next day, like a cat.
What do you
ripped
mean
it to
sandwich
shreds.
it?
I took the other
With another piece of bread.
No, yeah, and then I ate it.
You
No,
Ozzy
no, I
Osbourne did?
sandwich like you, the sticky trap you're talking
Oh,
about.
you have those.
I'm not gonna pick it up like this, and I'm staring right at it.
Yeah.
I take the other sticky
Oh,
trap
yeah.
and
I
I
get what you're
sandwich
saying
it on
now.
top, so I can hold it like that
Like
on
a
the
taco.
side.
Like a
That way, I'm not
ice
like,
cream sandwich.
yeah, because I'm not gonna hold it like this, and it's just going like this, like right in front of me. I gotta like, I'm holding it in place. It's stuck.
Speaking of mice, you want to hear of a nasty video I watched one time?
Oh God.
Here we go.
Tyler took a
It's
deep
probably
breath.
not what you think. It has nothing to do with assholes at all. But you know how you can get the mice from like a pet store to like
That's where
feed
my
your
brain
snake?
went.
Yeah.
So this dude bought like 10 of those live mice, and he dumped them all in a blender and turned it on, and it just grinded them all up, and then he drank it.
Oh, I was gonna say, please tell me he doesn't use that blender again, but he just went right
he
to drinking
drank
it.
the fucking ground up.
Well,
mice.
actually,
It was disgusting.
It's not
like
bad.
I can have something.
Yeah, you're over here like, don't knock it till you try.
Yeah, I mean,
Not bad.
couple rat
actually.
smoothie. Sounds like something on It's Always
It's
Sunny
got-
that
I
Charlie would
love
do.
Yeah, he's just drinking like it's rat. Like, what did you think I did with the mice I caught?
Yeah.
You know?
He just found out he's been eating smoothie.
He's just holding it like this, like in the blender,
Yeah.
drinking it. Dennis like,
Like-
you, I
Want
can
me to
see
try to
Dennis-
find it?
Yeah, I
No.
can see
Yeah.
Dennis right now just being like, "But you drink the mice?"
like
I'm
a
just
half
saying.
of a body of a rat is still in there, like
Yeah.
not. Ugh.
Frank's just sitting there with his eyes half closed, like nodding, like, mm-hmm.
They just finished wrapping season 15.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What about them rats that they say are like the size of small dogs up there in New York?
Dude, that's crazy. The
That's
rat
terrible.
problem.
Fuck that.
You can hear, like, that's why they talk about rats. You can like hear them thud when they jump off a counter. Like, ooh.
Dude, them rats are thick, man.
It's scary, like how many of those motherfuckers there are just living.
There's more than
underground.
them. There's more of them than there are us, probably.
Dude,
Oh,
yeah.
guarantee it.
We were talking about that like at my work, dude. Like after I saw that mouse, I was joking around with everybody last week, and me and Remy were talking about like, dude, like you know how many there are probably like in the walls. Like if you
Yeah.
like,
have no
if you
idea.
hit out the walls and they just start like overflowing out, like they're not even running out, they're just piling
Yeah,
out,
they're just
falling
falling.
onto the ground, and they're scattering everywhere around your feet.
Have you
Nah,
ever
I'd be
seen
terrified of that.
Ratatouille?
No.
Ratatouille's a
Yeah,
good movie.
his name is Remy.
They're all. It fucking was.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Remy's always been a rat. Fuck, dude.
See, there's a big difference between a rat and a
Yeah.
mouse.
Rodney's over here doing rat research.
New York, dude, they're rats.
I laughed every time because I did it like 4 or 5 times where I'd try to say Rodney's name in the group, and my keyboard would always autocorrect it to rodent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's so fitting too for some reason. It'd just be like, it's fucked up. It's like, he was trying to say Rodney. I mean,
And there's a
that's
couple
all right.
after it did it
Ugh.
like 2 or 3 times, and like on accident. The next like 2 times I caught that it did it, but I was like, I'm gonna send it anyway.
Might as well.
They know what I'm trying to say.
Like, where is rodent at? I swear to God, dude. Rats, though, so fucking nasty, dude. They're just icky. They're icky. Are y'all afraid of rats and
Hang on.
mice,
Would
though?
you rather have a rat in your house or a bat?
A bat. Maybe I get turned
A
into
rat.
a vampire.
I think I'd rather have a rat. I don't want something flying aerial around me. You
Yeah,
saw
If
I
it's
reacted
a
with
rat, I think a rat would stay hidden most of the time. A bat, I think
That
you're
would
gonna-
be just
it's gonna
flying,
be
trying to get
fucking-
out of here.
You take a bat to a bat right there, dude.
That you just got to adjust your schedule, sleep during the day, and be awake at night.
Yeah. It'd be like that scene in Black Sheep, bro. Like, it's Ozzy Osbourne. And then try to smack it out of the air. Dude, that's actually a great depiction of how I would look trying to catch a bat, is how Chris
Mono
Farley.
Ginobili?
No, Chris Farley, how he's, yeah, right, that's a great one. But Chris Farley trying to catch that fucking bat, dude. He's fucking swinging his head. He hits like a bunk. He hits a bunk bed, and he's like, it bit me! But he really just hit his head on the bunk bed.
Which was that?
What kind of bat are we
Boy or-
talking, though?
No,
Black
Black
Sheep.
Sheep. Yeah, that's what I was talking
Fruit
about.
bat.
Yeah, because he traps David Spade under the cover, and he's just beating.
haven't seen
Or
that
David Spade's
forever.
beating the shit out of him under the cover. He's like, "You're splitting my skull." Yeah, I'm not fucking with that, dude.
It's a
The bat-
They
vampire
also
bat.
carry hella diseases.
There was one of those in the gym one time, and
Yeah.
everybody else was just like working out, and I'm over there just like, I'm not going in. Bro.
Oh, in the gym. There was one
I'm
in
not-
Mount
dude, this
Washington
thing
in middle
was
school.
Flying low. Yeah, that's where I was at.
Yeah, their
And,
gym, their whole school is full of them.
And then my brother worked at the gym at the time, and he told me the story. He's just like, dude, you won't believe what I found at the gym next to the treadmill. It was just a dead bat. I had to scoop it up. It was crazy. I'm like, oh, you had to scoop it up? I had this thing whizzing past my fucking head. And he's like, you knew about it? I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, why didn't you do something about it? I was like, what was I supposed to do? Fucking catch it out of midair? And like,
Manu
get it
Ginobili.
out of here.
What do those wings
Yeah,
look like?
Manu Ginobili.
That's a
Jeepers
bad.
Creepers, dude.
That's a fruit bat, I think.
That's a tie.
Those are like
Friday.
harmless.
That's massive, bro. That could eat a human.
Random question. Do y'all know the speed of light?
The speed of light.
Yeah.
I think it's
I thought
like
you said you know Expeda White. I was like, is this an African?
That seems like an Elon Musk.
it's like
kid.
2,000 something miles an hour, ain't it?
You think the speed of light's 2,000 miles an hour?
You said Pedialyte.
Yeah. How much?
Great.
How fast is Pedialyte? Speed
How
of light.
fast it goes
Don't
into
look
my
it up,
stomach,
Josh.
bro.
I want
0.2
y'all to really
seconds.
guess. How fast do you think the speed of light is?
Oh, I just watched a video on
So you know?
the
this.
speed
I
of
don't know. I
sound.
don't remember.
What's your guess?
I don't know.
Rodney's 2,000 miles an hour. That's pretty low.
So, so that's why
That's why it's like called light years.
this lighting rig
Yeah.
just kills us because it's flying at our eyeballs
Exactly.
at a retarded
it's
rate.
like
It is-
20,000 miles.
You say
an hour, so-
20,000? What do you say?
Dude, I'm not even gonna embarrass myself.
Well, I mean,
Say-
2,000,
you can go
20,000.
extravagant.
Just say something.
40,000.
Dude, it's y'all won't believe this. It's 670,616,629 miles per hour.
That's
Do you
insane.
ever like go to like count your movies and you think like, good God, that was hard? How in the fuck does a scientist do that? They're just like, and after this research, this is exactly 6,700,000. Like, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
how
Me,
do they-
I'm like, what was on 800? Damn, dude, what movie was that?
Yeah, I know. You have to
Like,
restart.
what a fucking difference.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
We're so dumb. Like,
Here's
when
an
you think
easier
about how
one.
smart people
Here's
are.
an
we
easy
are
one.
dumb.
None of us are gonna get
speed,
it.
I don't know. What do y'all think the speed of sound is? Y'all were all. I'll give you this hint. Y'all were all way high, so none of y'all are over on this one.
I think the speed of sound
10
is
miles an
is
hour?
800 miles an hour.
800.
That's my final answer.
1,000.
1,800.
No, dude. 741.
Told you.
You didn't say.
Rodney was a
740, what
way
is that?
farther. Rodney was way off on the speed of light, but he was close.
He knows the
Dude,
sound.
Rodney,
He knows
yeah, I
his
was gonna say,
sound.
He definitely knows his sound.
He's like,
dude.
that feels like it's hitting my eardrum at about
What was that,
800 miles
Rodney?
per hour.
Huh?
What speed was that right there?
What'd you do?
It's like it's still sound, bro. So
Yeah.
I didn't hear
it
it.
doesn't matter how fast you smack your hand down, which is actually considerably slow.
I don't know. Those stats just blew my mind, so I just thought I'd bring them up.
What's
I knew
the
you
closest
like.
like the closest black hole is like 2 trillion light years.
What'd you say?
The closest black hole is like 2 trillion light years away.
I think it's
something like
next
that.
door, actually.
Yeah, I swear to God, I was gonna say that. Unless you know my neighbor, she is just offering that shit up. No, I'm just playing. My neighbor's gonna hear this somehow. Like, you talking about my grandma, bro? Because that's the only lady close. There's 2 next doors, and that's the only girl. No, there's a little Mexicana family that lives next to us, which is cool. I told Aide so we can blend in. There's so many Mexicans, just hang the Mexican flag loud and proud. And maybe they only see me, so they're like really confused. Like, I guess this guy's just hella into Mexico.
Yeah.
Like, you're pretty white, bro.
Just start buying like soccer jerseys and stuff.
Oh, dude, yeah. Me and my daughter already has one, and so does Aide. I might as well.
Dude, I wish
they.
they'd
Join
build
the
a
family.
pro team out here so bad. Not soccer, but
Like
Football,
just
basketball?
football or basketball, dude.
No,
Preferably basketball.
no.
That would
know.
almost. I would be cool, but it also almost would suck for me because I'm not giving up the Panthers. I'm not giving up the
The
Cavs.
Cavs.
Yeah,
so
but,
like it would be
but
like
whenever they
torn.
come
like, I
to
wanna root
town,
for 'em, but it would bother me.
but whenever they
What's the
come to
stats
town
right
to
now?
play,
The stats.
you
Yeah.
could.
On what? Basketball?
No, NFL.
What do you mean the stat?
But not Rod.
The standings. Yeah.
Brandon, when your team comes to town, you can go see them.
We're tied for first place.
You and me are?
Yeah, us
Me?
too.
Me too.
What's your team?
Well, I'm saying because he's a Bucks fan, I'm a Panthers
I'm a
fan.
Chargers. fan.
We're 3-1.
I know, but like, who else?
They're in first place in the AFC West. Is that what you're
Oh
talking
no,
about?
no! I'm saying that. Yeah, that makes sense. But I was clarifying since we're in the same division.
Oh,
Like if
no,
Tyler was
I
like
see.
a
I get what you're
fucking
saying.
Raiders fan.
Cardinals are 4-0.
That's a
Chargers,
lot.
I think Chargers are actually first in the AFC right now.
3-1.
Yeah, they look good.
They
Raiders are first.
We could have been 4-0. We should have beat the fucking Cowboys.
The Raiders just lost to
We
the
just
Chargers.
we just beat them on Monday night.
Oh, you're a
handily.
Chargers guy.
So they get the tiebreaker.
Uh,
Yeah, dude, he's always charged up,
Right.
dude.
Jaguars
I remember him
with
telling me
the
that he's like, I'm
0-4.
trying to figure
It's a
out an
big
NFL
game.
team. I'm really charged. so
Big
I'm
game
going
this
with
week
Chargers.
versus the Browns.
why are you a Chargers fan?
That's so
Daniel
weird to even
Tomlinson.
hear. Just like, dude, this is a huge implication kind of game. The Chargers and the Browns. Who's going to be the best in the AFC?
Dude, when's the last time the Dolphins had a good start?
Start?
2007.
Was it?
No, they made the playoffs, I think, with Tannehill. They either did or almost did one year, like 5 years ago. No, I
Has-
think they were like 8-6, and they blew it.
So has it been ever since Marino left? They've been garbage.
No.
They won the division in like 2007,
Yeah,
8, something like that.
because that was the year fucking Castle was there. I think they won.
Frank Castle.
Yeah, he was
The
playing
Punisher.
for him.
Nice.
I mean,
But talking about castles, dude, what's your favorite style of castle? Like in movies, I'm just playing.
Ooh,
Do not go with that.
not the Harry Potter
Victorian.
one.
I don't know how to answer this. Like, I'm more of like a
I don't
Mario
know. I don't know
castle
many
kinda guy.
castles.
one that's on
Josh
fire.
Allen.
Trying to
Looking
think
at
like what castles. I mean, there's.
This was not meant to go anywhere, and I just hooked Rodney in. He's like, "No, I'm answering this."
Ronnie loves castles.
This is a castle topic. If I've ever
You know,
heard
do y'all know that how many bedrooms you have to have in order to consider it a castle?
Why is it not-
He has
why is
castle
it-
information.
What's the difference between a castle
He's
and
the
just like a mansion?
He's
It's
the
a
damn
castle just
Architecture.
has those.
Rodney.
A moat.
I would
Rod, I
assume.
love how Rodney's just like a genius on the
Drawbridge.
dumbest shit.
Well,
like
I
you
want
gotta
to
tell
hear
people.
this. How many bedrooms?
He's
does
like,
it-
I was asking you. I don't know.
If you build a home or a house that has 60 or more bedrooms,
60.
it's considered a castle.
All right.
I'm about to cut this into 4 rooms. There's just like little. It's almost like a
Just a
fucking
bed.
Yeah, it's,
Wait.
it's basically like a bathroom stall. In
So,
terms of space, but it'll be
almost
considered
every
a-
apartment complex is considered a castle.
No, it's a single family home. It has to be a single family home
Okay.
that has 60
60
or
kids.
more bedrooms. Like
Who the fuck needs that?
Well, if you're smart, you just build a castle and you start living out of that, right? Didn't you say like the apartment thing?
that's
So
for it to
actually
be
it's a-
considered like called a castle.
But we didn't even think about a castle. We went house, apartment, a
See,
castle
no.
would actually be the best move.
I
You
would
have
build
to
a
floor
castle and make it a theater.
A
Movie
theater castle.
That's better. That's a good idea. Do it.
It'd be
I
good
hope
sound
you do it.
too.
Yeah, it'd be
sound
dope.
bouncing off.
Oh my god! And you know how the fast sound moves.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Which one
Yeah,
was
exactly. Yeah.
741.
I was seeing if I could catch you because you were so. I knew you were like, I knew that shit, and I figured if I brought that back around, I'd catch you in some bullshit. Like,
I
what
got
was
you.
it?
I told you 741.
No, I just fucking
All
exposed
day.
you, bro. I'm
all
on
day.
top
I know
of that shit.
everything.
That's not true. Again, he knows about a lot of dumb shit like castles and guessing sounds and whatnot.
Castles are dope.
Do y'all
though.
have like a weirdest fact that you know for some reason?
Mm.
I'm sure.
I know I have a
Putting me on
bunch
the
of them, but
spot.
it has to be. Yeah, it's real hard to answer on the spot. I get that.
Your big toe is exactly 3 inches smaller than your dick.
I'm sorry, Tyler.
That's a fact.
It's like I have no big toes.
I lost my big
Wait.
toe and my dick disappeared.
Wait, your big
I had
toes.
I had what the fuck is it called? Oh my god. What in the world? What is the thing you had to shoot up? You can't eat a
Heroin?
lot of sugar.
Steroids,
Diabetes.
diabetes.
Yeah, I had diabetes. I lost my big toe and my dick literally evaporated. It was gone too.
I know something. How many blimps do you think there are in the world?
19.
100.
Good
in
year.
the whole world, do you think there's
1900.
only 19?
That's why I said
I've seen
1900. 1900 is what he's trying to say.
28.
Rodney?
Good year.
Yeah, how many blimps in the whole world do you think there are?
I figured there'd be hundreds. It's
You
not
would
like
think
I
there's
would
a
say-
lot.
I would
There's only
say-
like 25.
I would say 25.
There's not very many blimps. So like when you see one from like a game or something, that's like
That's
a super
special.
rare sight.
So how many are there?
Like 27, I think.
Don't act like you didn't hear it. You
Yeah, I
heard
saw
it.
think
that.
it's-
I saw that
You
fact
think you're
too.
slick, bro? I'm calling you out all day, son.
And only
Just for
half of
living.
those are still actively used. So there's really
I
only
even
12.
saved
That's
something
crazy.
for like you brought
it seems
back
like they're
around
at
to
every
another
football
thing.
game.
Yeah, I
Can't
know.
you slip it? I'm on you, bro.
I feel like that used to be at every football game.
I'm on you like dicks with people that have toes, dude. They're there. I'm telling you.
Just
What's
there.
another?
Like a bar of soap.
A dirty person might have a bar of soap.
Right.
Or like that horrible mom that just makes her kid eat soap because they cuss.
Did y'all?
My mom threatened me with that
I did
a
a couple
million
times.
I had to. I said darn one too many
One
times.
of our cousins, Matthew, ate soap all the fucking time.
He liked it though.
Don't knock it.
Yeah, he'd pull out of his pocket.
He liked
He'd like
Take a chunk.
He takes shavings of it. He like pick his teeth
Really?
and shave. No.
Oh.
But I remember he did have a weird thing with soap. Like I can't remember if it was like he had to eat it all the time because he got in trouble, or if he
Yep.
legit. I think
Masturbated with it.
shit. And that's what was so awkward when I had to like take a shower over there. I'm like, is that soap safe? There'd be like the teeth marks on it. I'm like, no, Matthew already got to it.
You already got to it. Damn it, he got to the soap before I could.
I'd just do like a nice solid rinse for about 30 minutes.
Makes
That's
sense.
the safe. If you
You
don't
alright,
have
Rodney?
soap, everybody knows if you don't have soap, if you rinse for 30 minutes, it's the equivalent. That's another fun fact. Everybody knows that, boy.
Ooh. Deontay Wilder Fury fight is Saturday.
Is it?
That is crept
Tomorrow?
up so quick.
They are
Like, I'm-
showing it at AMC.
What?
Might
Tomorrow?
get tickets.
That's
yeah,
fucking dope.
$25 a piece.
Fuck.
Eh.
It's a 4-hour showing. So,
You got me.
huh?
You got me.
For what?
The show. You can.
Oh, I'm
just pay
busy.
for my
I have
shit.
other plans.
Oh, is that what you got?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you
tight-
going
tighten
to
up
it?
Your mic, asshole.
Are you going
To
to
really
it?
think about
I don't
it,
know
won't-
yet.
I won't delve into details, but I'm pretty sure you owe me a lot of money if we go back.
Yeah,
So
bro, it's like $37.
it's a lot more than that.
Oh, yeah.
So you gonna hook me up with this? I'm like gonna pull this card, not to be a dick, but like once like a year. Like, hey man, really want to do this.
No, I might be having it at the house though. So
Mhm.
be looking
Now
out for a
the
phone
theater
call.
don't sound too cool.
No, I do want to see it at the theater. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how things go. I got to check my lottery ticket and make sure I'm good.
Yeah, right. For $25.
The fight
That's
ends
okay.
way before the lottery ticket.
Yeah, but you're not the lottery. I know people in the
So
lottery.
this is the rubber
Jeez.
match or whatever. So like, what if they just KO each other at the same time?
Dude, that
At
would
that
be
point,
fucking awesome.
you gotta
There's
do
another
a fourth.
fight. Yeah.
There has to be
It's
another
no lot.
fight.
This is the.
Why don't they do that then?
Well, it's just-
let's make
Money.
more
That
money.
happens
Money.
sometimes in rubber matches, dude. It's the equivalent of when you have a condom and it breaks. It's like
Yeah.
rubber can break 90, like what is it, like 99% accurate. It can happen, so they'll have to put on another rubber. For this
I'll tell you
fight.
what though, Fury fucked Deontay Wilder up
Oh, he
last
looked
fight.
bad, dude.
He tore. I didn't.
Dude,
think he was
it's
gonna
weird
fight after that.
seeing.
But Wilder
Fury.
has been working on his moves a little more. I don't know how much he can. I mean, he's had time for sure, but like
What
just
was
to
he,
touch it
40
up,
and oh?
the skilled motherfucker.
Well,
like,
you see how
he just throws bombs the whole time. And
he was
Fury
in such
on it.
bad shape, and then he got in good shape. And every time I see Fury, he just looks like Willie to
It
me.
makes no sense. Dude.
It
Like,
blows my mind. I feel like
Like,
Willie's
I feel
in
like
there
I got
fighting
that body.
Deontay.
I can fight.
no, I feel like Willie's in there. If I'm watching a Fury fight, I feel like it's Willie fighting against.
Willie's over there.
It's so weird. They just look such a. I don't know.
But Deontay's arms are like, dude, they're like tree
Dude.
branches.
See
They're
Jon
so-
Jones get in trouble again?
Again.
You got arrested
Yep.
again.
Dude, they're gonna eventually just kick him out the UFC.
he makes
The,
too
the
much
thing
money
is
for him.
the money. He brings in so he's the greatest fighter.
They
Like
keep
of
looking
all
the other
time.
way.
Yeah.
Like, how many
Whoa.
times can we do this?
He is,
Whoa.
dude. He is.
Whoa.
How is he not?
yeah.
Who's better?
In the UFC, I can name like
In history,
30
In
7
history,
people
he's
better.
the
No.
greatest
Jon
fighter
Jones,
in
no.
history.
He's
He's the
easily
greatest
top five.
fighter
You could
ever.
argue
If
he's
you
the
want to, if
greatest
you want to
ever.
argue
Think about
pound for pound, best
steroids.
fighter the UFC has produced, it would be Khabib Nurmagomedov. Yeah, he
You
literally
would say
no,
that,
he
but Jon
is.
Jones has beat.
He's never
more-
lost a round.
Yes, he
Khabib has
had.
never lost a round.
Okay, well, he hasn't fought the same as good of people as Jon Jones has.
Now he's gonna.
Jon Jones has had like 11 title defenses. Khabib has had what?
Khabib is smart.
2 or
though.
3?
He's getting out early.
What- Yeah, and all he does is
Early.
wrestle.
He's like what 30-0 though, like 40.
Jon
hold on.
Jones is up there too. Like
Jon Jones is.
20
I mean,
something
record.
Jones is a badass fighter.
Yeah, but
I
Khabib's
know.
like going out on top, fucking like I'm calling it.
yeah,
he
he's-
gave-
he
Which is gonna
retired
add
on-
that allure. It's
He
the
used
same.
to
allu-
wrestle bears.
It's the
Yeah.
same allure that like somebody that dies early has, like Tupac. Like it elevates their status even more.
But
So
Jon
it might
Jones
be
is
smart.
still
like
the-
get out while you can. What is Khabib's
best.
record?
That's what I'm trying to find.
He's like 28-0, 29-0. Could be.
Jones is all around, but there is the steroid talk too.
He's 29 and
Throw that
0,
in there.
13 and 0 in the UFC.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't think it was that much, but
But
it makes
still,
sense if you
dude,
do the
like
whole record. Now, what's Jon Jones' record?
26,
did you
1 and 0.
26 1 and 0.
The one was
The
like
one
a.
no contest.
Yeah, he was
wasn't the
winning.
one like a disqualification or something?
Yeah,
though?
he was throwing down 12-6 elbows against Matt Hamill,
and he
who's
was ass.
deaf, and the ref stopped it and was like, "John, don't throw them elbows." And then he asked Matt Hamill, who's deaf, he's like, "Can you continue? Can you continue?" And Matt Hamill didn't say anything back, so the ref called the fight. That's how Jon Jones lost.
But
That's
he
his one
would-
loss.
he would've beat-
And he was beating the shit out of him. He just accidentally threw an elbow the wrong way.
I don't know, dude.
I wonder if Hamill's like, I got that W.
Yeah,
he's
he's like-
bragging about it.
Only person because he's.
What do y'all think the best fighting, like including boxing, trilogy is?
Trilogy. If they would have stopped at Rocky 3, I think that would have done it.
I don't know who do you.
Dude,
Best-
definitely the most recent one, Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier. No, I'm just playing.
Dude, that
Money wise, you.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking
that's
about
the
like
thing. Are we going like? based
no,
off
just
how
like your
much
favorite
money
one
or
that you
personal?
like personally like favorite one.
Has to be like
Your favorite
trilogy.
trilogy?
Yeah, it's like boxing, UFC,
I'd have to
all
look
that
it up.
shit.
I don't know.
I'd say Jon
leave
Jones,
something
Daniel
out.
Cormier.
That's a really good one
Mhm.
because you never
But they
knew what
only
the
fought twice, didn't
No, they got their 3
Did
in.
they?
Yeah,
I was thinking 2 too.
they? I think two
fuck.
because Jon Jones beat him twice.
Yeah, I think they didn't get a rubber match because Jones owned them twice. So there's no reason to go
Yeah.
a third time.
Daniel
Oh,
Cormier,
okay.
man, he just looks like one of them dudes that doesn't know how to fight, and that would just.
Wasn't he like crying in that match?
Yeah, at the
Yeah,
end
he
of it.
cried
Remember
after he lost the
What a
second time.
bitch,
One
dude.
of my
We take
favorite
him.
rivalries was Rampage Jackson and Chuck Liddell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chuck Liddell had some great.
I love watching.
Dude,
I love
the-
fight.
Chuck
I
Liddell and
loved-
Randy Couture's top 3.
I
Rampage
love
was
like
my favorite
2005 through 2010
I love-
MMA, like
I love-
Forrest
yeah,
Griffin,
dude.
Rampage,
Dude, Forrest Griffin
Oh my
was a
God.
beast.
Rashad,
Evans, dude.
Chuck Liddell.
Oh man.
GSP.
Frank-
I think that's
Franklin
it, ain't it?
Jackson.
No,
No, GSP, and then
I
you got Matt
Matt Hughes,
Matt Hughes,
BJ
Penn.
Penn.
I hated him. Tito Ortiz's punk ass.
Yeah, dude. Back then, the
Fucking-
UFC was.
And then you go
Super
further
stacked.
back, and you
'Cause
got
it was like
Frank
fresh.
Shamrock.
Like I feel like it was starting to get
Yeah.
that worldwide,
Yeah.
starting to really like. I mean, it was becoming something.
Forrest
But when
Griffin-
that, it was like great, but it was also like, oh man, like this is the thing now.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
back when Anderson Silva was unbeatable.
Dude, he was.
you couldn't
he
Because
was.
touch
once Forrest Griffin and Stephen Bonner had that fight at the Ultimate Fighter
Fucking insane.
and put it on like the air and got popular, like Anderson Silva became champion real fast and just dominated
He did. He dominated the UFC for a while.
for like 6-7
And then
years.
that
America
leg
clear cut,
slap,
dude.
snap.
No,
dude.
well, he got knocked out first because he was fucking
being
around.
cocky.
He was being cocky.
Yeah, who was that against?
Chris Weidman, who also broke his leg.
The
Dude.
same way.
Yeah. There's been a lot of them leg
Chuck
breaks.
Liddell taught me that like you're not safe going at someone while they're backtracking. 'Cause
Oh,
Liddell
yeah,
would
dude.
just fucking like be going
Iceman.
backwards.
He'd
and
be
just
running
fucking-
backwards and
just
just
light
knock
you
you
up.
out.
He
Like,
was so much fun to watch fight.
Before
dude.
that, like if I had somebody running away from me, I'm like, I got
got
him
him.
right where they
Yeah.
want him. He'd just fucking be backpedaling and go.
Yeah, because
ding,
Randy Couture, them guys like them back then,
Dude,
they didn't
brutal.
give a fuck, man. They
Brutal.
just came out throwing hands, see who was like the toughest.
No,
and
it's
now
fucked
it's a
up.
lot more, you know, you
I
have to
want
take
to
it
watch.
to the ground. and
I
shit.
remember when UFC back in the day, I'd always be like, "What are these movies?" Because like with the J-Town Home Video I go to, she'd have like tapes. I guess it'd have like 3 matches back when UFC was more of just like
Yeah.
all out underground type shit. I remember my dad would watch and be like, "Get out of here!" and there'd be blood like everywhere. And I could always watch horror movies, but something I guess because it was real, it was like
Real
this is
fucking
bloody as
blood.
fuck.
Yeah, I know,
and
it
my
happened
mom
to
would be
me.
like, "Don't let him watch this." Like I haven't ever really went back and like watched those old fights really. Like I bet
You're
those
talking,
might even
like-
be fun. Like they won't be as technical, but like as brutal
You're
as they
talking
are.
like old when there was no weight classes.
Yeah, like,
like
Hoist Gracie.
Yeah,
When it
90,
was Hoist Gracie versus the big
95,
sumo.
96.
Hey, I have that on DVD at my parents' house.
Dude,
and-
he's probably the best fighter of all time.
yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah.
he's UFC wise, like he is
The
the
Gracie
greatest.
brothers are fucking dope.
Yeah, the Gracies are beasts.
I listened to a podcast on the first UFC event, You'll need to look it up and listen to it. Everything that could have gone wrong with it, like, went wrong.
Yeah, I've
Hearing
seen
like
it.
all the behind the scenes. I think one of the fights, like the cage, like the whole octagon, like falls apart during one of the fights. Like
I
everything
think I've
that
seen
went
a
wrong
clip of that.
went wrong during the
It'd
fight.
be funny if they just fall straight through the ring.
They didn't expect like a fight to end soon, so they cut back to Joe Rogan, and like he just had to fill like 20 minutes of time, just like bullshit talking.
He's the right
He's
man for
always
the
good.
job, at least.
Young Joe, you
I
need to
can't-
listen to it. It was really
The
interesting.
guy,
Yeah, no
they
more young
wanted the
Jamie, just young
UFC.
Joe.
They wanted the UFC to be different, so that's what they came up with the octagon cage. But they were like talking about what they wanted it to be, and they wanted it to be a cage, but that would also shock you if you got touched by it. But they were like guys that are sweating up against the cage. That's not like a good idea.
The octagon is legendary, but can you imagine them coming up with that when they're pitching it? They're like, well, we don't really want it to look like wrestling where it's just like a square cage. It's like, hang on, hear me out. And some dude just grabs a piece of paper,
An octagon.
and they're like, octagon. And everybody's like, oh my God, give this man a race. We have our pitch.
Dude,
It's
he's
like,
retired
so what?
now.
It's real fighting. You're like, okay, that's cool. But I mean, so is like boxing. It's like, oh well, they're just punching each other. We might add in gloves or whatever too at some point. But the big catch here is, what do you think about this?
What do you think about the
by
octagon?
God, is that a pentagon? No, that's an octagon.
What do y'all think
Yes,
of
sold.
Dana White? Y'all like him?
Fuck
Don't like
him.
him?
I like Dana
I
White.
like him.
Yeah, I don't really care about.
A lot of people
He
fucking
seems like
hate him.
yeah, I know.
He
but
seems like a prick, like a dick, but a fun dick.
he
to hang
seems
out
like
with.
if he's your friend, dude, you're having the best
Well,
life
here's
Yeah.
the
ever.
thing. He's perfect for the
For
sport
the-
he's
yes.
in.
Yeah.
Like, he fits
He has
the
to
mold
be like that.
of that. Like, if
Yeah.
that was like, if he was that, if Dana White ran the NBA, I'd be like, fuck this
Can you
guy.
imagine if he was Roger Goodell? If that's
Yeah.
how Roger Goodell
And that
was.
might be cool just because football is such like a contact sport. Like, if he had like I feel like that's part of why they hate Goodell. Like everybody really does. Is because of like the way he handles things, and also he just feels like a pushover, like pussy that'll do anything. Like, maybe somebody like Dana would be cool in that. The more I think about it, but still, dude, like that's, I don't know. Like, I think he's perfect for what
Yeah.
he's doing. Otherwise, I could see the hate, but I think people kind of overlook that merit of the situation.
Do y'all have like a most shocking fight that you saw? Like, shocking as in like this person was gonna win, but then
What
got
the fuck am I blanking on his name? Masvidal knocking out. I was thinking I already.
Oh,
jumped
the
to that.
Askren?
The knee,
Ben
yeah,
Askren?
Ben Askren.
That
When he
shit was
kneed him, that was
crazy.
the most shocking thing I've ever seen. Maybe one of the most shocking things I seen. I watched with you when McGregor knocked out Aldo.
Aldo?
As fast
Dude,
as
I
he
watched
did.
that.
Yeah,
I
we were
paid
watching-
$70
Yep, it was
and watched him
over.
get knocked out in 13
Over.
seconds.
At that moment, everybody was like, "McGregor's the coldest motherfucker in the world."
Dude,
Like,
he
thought
was
about to
then.
be the GOAT.
What
One of my
about-
favorite knockouts was when Dan Henderson knocked out Michael Bisping.
Oh, dude,
and
that was,
fucking dropped like a couple hammer fists on him after he was knocked out because they absolutely hated each other.
He said-
he knew he was knocked out. Yeah, he said something at the
They
end.
asked him why he did those extra shots, and he goes to shut him up because he did all this. Because
It
the
was- it was
UFC
Ultimate
did the
Fighter.
Ultimate Fighter,
But that's what's cool. about
England
it.
versus USA, and England won on the show and was talking so much shit, and then it was the USA, Dan
I
Henderson
love
versus,
Dan Henderson, dude.
versus Mike Bisping. I like Mike Bisping now. I
can't
hated
stand
him. I like him now. And he rocked him. It was the hardest I've ever seen someone get
Dude.
punched.
And then the fucking hammer.
Man.
Oh,
Have you
like-
seen it, Rodney?
no, I don't
You
think
need
I've
to-
seen
It's
that.
it's
It
like
was
the
fucking
hardest I've
insane.
ever seen.
Well, that's
someone
what's
get
cool about it
punched.
is like most of like the fucking like we hate each other is all
Yeah.
like bullshit. You can see
They're
through
great.
it, but you felt in that fight like no, this is legit. Like
Because
this
it's
is
USA.
real. This is legit. This isn't no like fake for the show, like sell money. At least if it isn't, they sold it
No.
spades. You know what I mean? Like that was legit. Hey,
Because I don't even know where it was, if the fight happened in the USA or in England. But if it happened in the USA,
Denmark,
man,
I believe.
You can
I'm just
YouTube
saying
it.
shit.
I am.
I know.
I thought you said I am right here. This
For
is
me, shocking wise, the most shocking for me was I can't remember who did it to him, but you know how Crow Cop was always like known for
Gabriel
his,
Gonzaga.
Was that who it
his
was?
head kick.
When he knocked him out with his own leg kick, dude,
And he like snapped his leg.
blew me away. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, by his
Yeah.
own like signature
Well,
fucking.
you could
move.
also go like injuries. We were just talking about Anderson Silva when he stepped back on his leg and his shit folded up. That was fucking shocking. I was like,
I like watching Vanderlei Silva.
He fucking loaded up on that.
And he
Watch
already,
Dan Henderson
Look at all
load
the
up
blood
on this punch.
all over the ring too.
dude, that's
You see
basically
how much
just
he loaded
that's
up?
basically just standing straight and telling a UFC fighter to hit you in the face as hard as you can.
I remembered more hammer fist for some reason.
He just did
Man,
one.
He
Yeah,
did,
he
yeah.
did. He
just
cold
went
knocked
bang.
him.
I thought he went like bang, bang, bang,
No.
bang, bang, and then got up.
Y'all like watching? He's my favorite
My
fighter to
Little
use in the
Pony.
games. The UFC fighting
Yeah.
games is Clay Guida.
Oh, dude, I love Clay Guida.
Clay Guida's the shit,
Clay
bro.
Guida versus Diego Sanchez. That fight. It's,
Diego was a beast too.
dude, he's such a weird guy.
I know we're like leaving off like a big name too
What do you
in the
mean?
mix of this.
I was trying to figure out who he was
Just we were
fighting.
naming off all these people from like
Randy
a
Couture.
certain era and
Do
shit.
y'all remember Tim Sylvia?
Yeah.
big guy.
Broke his arm
Yes,
in a
the
fight.
armbar.
Oh, against Frank
and he,
Mir.
and he wanted to keep fighting. You see the bone snap in his
Yeah.
forearm. He's like, I'm ready. Let's fucking
Yeah,
go.
he didn't know.
Dude,
Dude.
so much adrenaline.
I did,
through
yeah,
it.
that's what I was about to say. Like, I'm not saying like I would continue the fight, but like I do think we like underrate like the adrenaline.
Adrenaline's
When
such a
you're,
crazy
in that,
thing.
like kill mode, especially if he doesn't like the other guy. Like, I'm not going out like this. Like
Yeah.
tunnel vision. I'm
What
fucking
about
screwed up.
when Rashad Evans knocked out Chuck Liddell, dude?
That broke my heart, man.
It was devastating.
He was
It
never the
so
same after
devastating.
Any
that.
fight y'all are disappointed in, y'all just reminded me like when Rashad Evans and Rampage fought. I wanted that to just be.
I was
better
disappointed
fight. That
in
fight's-
I can't remember,
Francis
was that Rampage
Ngannou
won that
and
one?
Derek
No,
Lewis.
Rashad
Rampage was
Evans.
my
I love
favorite.
Rashad.
I
Evans.
didn't. I hated Rashad.
Really?
Yeah, I
liked-
was rooting
I
for
was a
Rampage.
fan.
Yeah, I was a
but
Rampage
Rashad
guy.
Evans
See, I didn't like
won that one.
Rampage.
Did you see his Pride fight where he picked the dude up
For gay people, yeah.
and slammed him, and the dude's knees hit him in the face, and he knocked him out from the slam? You never
What?
seen that?
Yeah, do you?
It's my favorite fucking.
He
dude.
he picked him up
Rampage
over
is
his
on
head.
top of him, and the dude's trying to like
Yeah.
get him in an armbar or something. So as his legs wrapped around him, Rampage picks him straight up and slams him, and the dude's knees
Cold.
knocks himself out
out.
because he slammed him so fucking hard.
God.
Yeah, it was at that moment.
That's
I was
when
like,
I loved Rampage.
Yeah, I was like, I'm
this
like,
dude
this dude's a
Came in with the
monster.
fucking the dog.
What did
chain
y'all
on.
think
He's over there
about-
howling and shit.
What did y'all think about when Kimbo Slice came to the UFC?
I wasn't happy with
His
that.
first fight was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't think I even watched any
The
of his
dude had a
fights.
big cauliflower ear, and he punched him straight in the ear, and his ear exploded. And you see blood and chunks go fucking everywhere.
Jesus.
That's
It
not,
was
as
insane.
soon
And
as
then
you
he
see
got
that,
knocked
you know
out
right
by
away.
Seth
And then it went
Petrozelli.
way downhill after.
Randy Couture has the worst cauliflower ear. His shit's so bad.
Lesnar.
Yeah,
Wasn't
dude.
I remember when
but
he
like-
came in. Frank Mir with the ankle lock.
No, dude, yeah, but surprising, like, just for somebody to like do what he's done,
Dude, Frank, or
and
no,
did,
yeah,
like,
Brock
to
Lesnar's
be
amazing.
a wrestler and to translate that
NFL.
well
He was in
is-
the NFL.
He's just a freak of nature, dude.
I guess I don't know.
I
Maybe
think
he
he's
can't
got-
act or anything because you think he'd be in more
Have
movies.
you seen his daughter? She
Oh,
looks
she
like
look-
him.
it's-
No, he can't
Oh,
act.
no.
Have you watched him in the WWF? Like when he's giving like lines and shit, he comes off super corny. I mean,
Yeah,
I guess they all
exactly.
do, but you can kind of tell like a swagger and charisma. Like Lesnar was always better when he just came to the stage like that. Dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun,
Like-
was
Just
quiet.
this huge fucking.
But when he's
dude.
over there talking, like I never take him seriously.
Yeah.
So I guess they could see it probably wouldn't translate to the screen.
I was gonna say.
I think they measured it, but I always heard that he has like the longest like a buff chest, like the longest chest from like here
Top to your
here,
pec.
like in like length. Like there's a certain type of like mass that needs to be considered too. Like it's the mass and how big his chest is.
Yeah, he's got some
like-
pretty big tits.
Yeah, no, but that fucked me up because I every time I'd see him now, I'd
You're
look
I
at
thought
like
Pamela Anderson had that.
I'd look at like the length from like his collarbone, like how low it go, and like how full it is. Like it's crazy. He's just and that tattoo, dude. Like that tattoo's badass. Just a gigantic sword in the middle of your fucking abdomen and chest. All right, Tyler, hit me
pretty
up tomorrow or
intimidating.
something, dude. Tyler's gonna go jerk off because we didn't talk about any
Brock Lesnar.
no, because we didn't talk about any nasty shit. We got into a deep discussion of UFC. He's like, finally. oh. But now we can talk about all the fucking funguses and clitorises we can, because Rodney just accepts it. He just
He'll just shake his head. And
Wouldn't that be some shit? Tyler's like watching this Monday Mayhem. It's like, oh, you wrapped it? Sorry, I was out there so long, and it's just like the most foul shit ever. He's sitting there like, y'all ruined it, man. I was gonna show this one to my family.
Or it'd be funnier if he doesn't check it, shows it to his family anyway. And then
He's like, cut it off, Dad, it's one of those. He's like, Tyler, it's one of these. Like, yeah, it's one of those.
Started off so good.
Because they probably, I feel like Tyler's like dad was like more into the show at the beginning, and then like he was always like on everything, and then I just realized I haven't seen him in a long time. And then around that time too, I remember him being like, all right, we need to pipe it down a little bit.
pipe it down.
That might low key be the thing. Like, hey, them dudes are weird though. Especially the one with the toboggan. What is that guy?
Who the fuck
is that? That's Jason.
You disappointed.
I disappoint you?
Yeah.
With what?
You had a chance to see something great. You did.
What do you? Oh, I know what you're talking about. You still need to do a knee-jerk reaction.
I know.
Yeah, I'll reveal that. We're not supposed to talk about movies. I did not see No Time to Die, even though it is in my top 10 most anticipated. I was gonna go straight from work, and I was like dead on my feet. And the only reason I didn't do it was I was like, all right, let's weigh our options here. I can go to the movie theater, but I'm going by myself. It's a 3-hour movie. I'm going to pass out. So I'm basically knowing I'm going to end up napping in the theater, not getting the experience I need, and I'm going to pay money for it. Why don't I go home and nap and do it for free in a more comfortable place? I'll have time to, like, work out. Rodney will also, he's already seen it, so we'll at least have somebody in the show to get the knee-jerk reaction. And, like, I mean, I was just like, I got to weigh my options here. I can't watch this movie as much as I want to. Because, dude, I'm telling you, in that dark-ass theater by myself, like, even if you don't talk to somebody, you're kind of, like, enjoying it together. Like, bro, what was that? Like a quick thing. But I would have been in there by myself. If there was, like, a slow part, too, I'm like, how much longer this got? I would have nodded off 100%. So I had to call it. I'm sorry, Rodney. You can tell me all the spoilers.
All right, cool.
No, don't do that. Now I got to figure out how to watch this because it's not on like HBO Max or
It's
anything.
not on anything.
I'm hoping this isn't like a Shang-Chi situation where I don't get to see it till it comes out. And if that's the case, I won't even have this on like
You
my
avoided
top.
spoilers for Shang-Chi?
Yeah.
I have to. I
Wow.
haven't seen it.
Yeah, but here's the thing is like even Shang-Chi, I don't think I'm going to get to it for the years up. Like those Marvel movies stay there forever. If No Time to Die, which I'm expecting it not to come out by the end of the year, I won't be able to put either of those on my top 10.
Oh my
That
God.
sounds miserable
Jesus,
because they have
what are we gonna do?
no.
Like, Rodney's actually bummed about
Yeah, that's
messing
that
up the top
sucks, dude.
10.
Like, it takes away from your top 10. You can't
Doesn't
let
it?
this happen.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what to do. I need to go to a matinee. Both the movies are probably one's like 2 hours and 43.
back.
Shang-Chi's probably like 2 hours and 30
12.
minutes or some shit. So
Are the
I'm
Bourne
just
movies
spend the whole
good?
day.
Are the Bourne movies good?
The Bourne?
Yeah, I thought
like
that's
the
what you
Bourne
I
said.
thought you said bore.
They're good.
Yeah.
I don't like them as much as other people.
The weakest one, in my opinion, is actually the newest one.
We got into a whole movie discussion.
They're so the fighting is like the definition of fucking like you can't
Just
tell
'cause
what's
I'm
happening.
trying to get
it's literally like
Shaky
cut,
cam.
cut.
I've been trying to watch a new
cut.
trilogy or something.
Well,
That's
that's
the
got
poster
4.
child for that.
I know, well, something like that. That has like 3 or more
5.
movies, and I wanted.
I was gonna say it was
I
5 of
tried
'em 'cause of Jason
Blade.
Bourne.
I can't get into Blade.
Why?
I
You're
can't.
high, dude.
What's wrong with
I
you?
can't.
I didn't like it.
You can't get through the first one?
No, dude.
What is
After
going
like
on?
30 minutes, I'm like, what the fuck?
You didn't like
I've,
the
and I tried to
opening
watch
in
it
the
4
club?
different times. I've tried.
What about Blade 2? Have you tried it?
No. 'cause I
You'll
think-
probably love Blade Trinity.
That's the
Okay, so then I was like, I
Tyler
watched.
would too. Like
the
the
Bourne
third
movie.
one was the best.
No, I'd have to watch. them in
I'm trying to
order.
think of like you. First off, it was cool because we had Mick Strawn in an interview talk
Yeah.
about the effects on the blood coming down in the
Oh,
Blade
yeah, I
Club
forgot
that he
about
made.
that.
Yeah, dude, don't forget about Mick's work. But yeah, like so that would be interesting, like watching it play out on screen. Blade, just in general, man, like the opening in the club is dope.
Yeah,
as
it's
fuck.
great.
And then like even like after that, like finding out why Blade is able to do what he does, and then like right after the club, that fucking burn victim from Grounded for Life, whatever that old show was. he like is burned up and bites the chick, and then he's stuck with her. Like the whole fucking, it's good. Like,
What are we talking about right now?
I'm so confused.
What are we talking about?
Blade, how
Oh,
it
okay.
starts. The fucking he chops off.
I
the one
guess
dude's
I'll
arm.
try again and just.
I don't know
Try 'em
what.
all.
Sound is everything. You have to be in the right environment.
I can
to
hear it
watch
good.
We
movies.
got it on 4K too, dude.
Hearing
I don't
good
know
is not
what's
an option.
happening. I was
You have
actually
to
wanting to
hear
watch it
great,
again
perfect.
on 4K.
I can
Fantastic.
hear it great. Perfect.
No.
I don't even have to
You
hear
said
it.
Loud.
I could probably watch that movie without sound and be like, "This is cool."
Oh, dude, Blade's awesome.
So is Blade 2.
Blade 2 is even better.
Awesomer, maybe. I'm not gonna say that. We might
Oh.
do a ranking. And
It'll be a while.
I'll even say this: Blade Trinity is a guilty pleasure of mine. I like that.
See,
movie.
I just went through Predator.
Was that hard for you to get through?
No, that was good.
I'm about to
I
headbutt
love
the table.
Predator.
I was gonna say, I'm done here.
And then
Got it?
Alien.
We got any other topics other than movies?
Yeah, I know.
This is Monday Mayhem.
I know.
I think we're about done.
We're
Dude.
done?
We at 50 minutes. We are at 50 minutes right now. Yeah, we went on a tangent. It was supposed to be one of those things, but it's the ripple effect. It starts bouncing around.